There are days that I post nothing, say nothing for a variety of reasons. One is it's really hard to get people to stop and think about the things in their life that are preventing them from experiencing joy. And I know that the reason is because we all have a deep knowing of what that is, conscious, sometimes very unconscious. And we all know that the result of that consciousness and that knowing is to change things. So ultimately, we avoid joy because we don't want to make changes. And we know some of those changes are going to lead to grief. And this is how I first started to see the connection between the joy work that I do and the grief work that Akilah S. Richards does, and how we slowly began to see these things as inevitable. If she wanted people to be able to embrace and develop a relationship with grief, she had to help them to understand that there's also a coexisting relationship with joy. And for me, I had to get people to confront their fear of grief if I wanted them to have a meaningful relationship with joy. And as the world is doing what it's doing and world leaders are doing what they're doing, Remy's doing what he's doing, I am more and more focused on in this moment, in this time, because this joy journey expands and contracts all the time. They're a lot more difficult than they seem. And I hope I don't ever come on here and make them seem easier than they are. They're also not impossible, but learning how to witness, learning how to distinguish you from others, you from your trauma responses, your wants and your desires from any judgment, internal or external. These are not easy things. Spring is here, and I want to warn us that the joy work is more difficult to face when it's warm and sunny. We can slip into that and kind of go into an oblivion and escape the underbelly work of joy, which is the grief, the changes, the boundaries, the confrontations that are necessary in order to cultivate a sustainable, ongoing life practice and relationship with joy.